The next method is the sales value multiply by cost percent. So with this method, we take the sales value and multiply it by the cost percentage. Employees choose from an approved menu. The sales value of those items gets recorded even though the employee doesn't pay. If it does not get recorded as sales in the traditional sense, so it's not income. Once the total sale amount is determined for the specific period, it is then multiplied by a designated food cost percentage, such as 30, 33, 36, etc. After multiplying, you get the cost. So for this to work, employees select from a group of meals. Maybe it's a certain part of a menu. They record the sales value for those meals ordered. It goes back to the kitchen without writing a dupe slip. And then this, however, does not go into sales revenue. And if you have your POS system set up, it can automatically go to your labor cost. But if you don't, you could use some other tracking mechanism. So then we get the total sales amount. So you'll see an example in a little bit. But let's say we have a hot dog on our menu and our hot dog sells for $6.50. Comes with fries, comes with the drink. We would record that $6.50 for that one sale. And we would do that with all the limited menu items that we let our employees eat. Then we would multiply it by a food cost percentage to get the value of that product. So often places use the standard percentage or the actual food cost percentage from the previous or even current month. So it's a little bit flexible on how you're getting the value of the employee meals. So here we go for an example. If we sell cheeseburgers and we let our employees eat a cheeseburger, we sell our cheeseburger for $14. We had 3 employees eat those meals. So we would multiply 3 times 14, gives us 42. A couple more menu items, same thing. These are what we permit employees to eat, the price that we sell them for, how many employees ate it, and then the extended sales value. So we eventually get, if we're doing this for a day, we get the total sale value of the employee meals. And when we add that all up, it's $161. So for this day, the 8, 10, 19 employees that had meals, the sales value is $161. We determined that we were going to use 32.6% as our food cost. Once again, you could use this, figure this out by data. You could randomly pick it based off of how well you're doing on the month, but you'd want to be consistent on the way that you do this, but also make sure that you're covering your costs. So if we determined it was 32.6, we would take the $161 times the 32.6, and that tells us that the cost of employee meals, the value of the food we used to make the employee meals was $52.49. And I'll leave this on the screen for a second. And there will be a picture of this as part of this module. This is the second part of the sales valuation by cost percent. This is more of a modern approach and more of an accurate approach when we want to get the value of our employee meals. We do the sales value times the food cost method, same as the one before, but this time all items that employees eat have been run through cost cards. We know the accurate cost of those meals so that we can say a cheeseburger cost us $4.50 to make. We're selling it for $14. And once again, if we want to figure out the food cost, it's $4.50 divided by $14 tells us that our food cost is 32.1%. We know that's accurate because we know it's costed out and we've updated prices to make sure it's accurate. Then to get the value, we take the $3 times the food cost of $4.50. That gives us $13.50 for the cheeseburger. And then you can see the example for the hot dog, tuna, ham, and salads, simply taking the number sold times the dollar value of the food cost. So if we wanted to look at it a different way and start to calculate an actual food cost,